Hello everyone, this is Alex with BIMitUp. Today I'm going to continue showing you how to create a groove mechanical branch outlet fake in Revit. This is a series. This is going to be part 4 where we create a cross fake. So if you haven't checked parts 1, 2, and 3, I recommend you go check them out before you see this video. In part 1, I introduced the problem. In part 2, we create half of this cross, in other words, a T, a mechanical outlet. And then in part 3, we test that mechanical T. Now in part 4, we're creating the actual cross, so it's both sides. This is useful when you want to come out of a sprinkler main, for example, and you want to come out to both sides and not take too much space out of a main. I remind you that what we're doing is a fake. We're not actually creating the mechanical outlet. We're just creating a cross, but it's a double reducing cross that can be helpful if you just want to get things done. So hopefully you find this useful. Let's get to it.
Now think about it, it makes sense. If you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click that bell, you get notifications, and then you don't miss any of our videos. And if you're serious about your professional training, go ahead and visit us at BIMitUp.com, and over there you can contact me directly for some professional training.
And if I have, let's say, a 4-inch pipe, right here, and then I want to have a takeoff of 1.5, I just do 1.5. And boom, as simple as that. Very quick. This is a little bit too large, but you're on the safe side anyway. And keep in mind that, you know, most of the time you'll be displaying this on a medium level. So you can just modify this line work to look however you want it to look. And it's a very practical way to get away with it. Now we're gonna do the same thing with the cross. So let's go hunt for that cross. So let's see. Libraries, US Imperial, pipe, fittings, PVC, schedule 40, socket type, DWV, and we're looking for T reducing double vent PVC, this one. So let's make a copy of that. Let's go out to fittings, grooved. I'm gonna paste it here. And I'm gonna copy this. And instead of T, I'm gonna type here cross. And let's open now the cross. So that's my cross, very similar. I go to views, floor plan, reference level, same mess again. So I can change back to a different scale. And then I can see that I have my line work when I'm in coarse or medium. And if I'm in fine, then I see the contour of the fitting as expected. Now we come here to family categories. Then you see that the pipe fitting is categorized as cross, so that's very good. And now if we go to our parameters, as expected, we have a bunch of formulas for those parameters. And in many of those formulas, we have the lookup table in bold. And then we have the lookup table name, as expected, is the same name as the fitting. So if you go to manage lookup tables, here you see it. So let's go hunt for this one. I go back to RVT 2020, lookup tables, pipe, and I'm looking for T reducing double vent. So here it is, T reducing double vent. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna go all the way to the top just so that I can see it. I'm gonna paste it, and I'm just gonna proceed by AJS for now, just so that it goes to the top. And I'm gonna copy this guy. And we know that the only change we made to the other fitting was to change the T to a cross. Okay. Now I'm gonna copy this to my clipboard. I'm gonna go back to my fitting. And then here, I'm gonna manage lookup tables. I'm gonna delete this one. Yes. I'm gonna import, and I'm importing this one, the cross mechanical T. Now click OK. Gives me the error. That's fine, because I just need to change the lookup table name now to whatever I have on my clipboard. Click OK. Was to change that parameter here. Let me see, what was the name of that? It was center to socket bottom run. It was CTSBR. So we come here. Here's my CTSBR. And then we had this value at 0.1. Let me see, copy, paste, paste, save. Yes, we want to overwrite, yes. Now we come here, manage lookup tables. We want to import the same thing, overwrite, yes, yes, and open, and okay. See, it made it a little bit closer, so that's decent. And now the last thing was coming here to manage materials. And now we come here, favorites, Victolic, okay. Load into project. Just gonna place it here. I'm gonna change my detail level to fine. I want to do a pipe, so PI for pipe. Let's do a 2.5 inch, for example, from here to here. And here's the beauty of this. If I go to the standard type properties and I edit my routing preferences, and then under cross, instead of having generic standard, I change to AJS cross mechanical, Vic 920 fake. I click OK. Now if I do, let's say, a 1.25 takeoff, it introduces my T. But then if I click here and I upgrade that fitting, now I get the cross. So I can have 2 takeoffs of 1.25 inches out of a 2.5 inch main.